The reported billions of pesos in revenue losses incurred by the PCSO from small-town lottery operations were tackled in a House Games Committee hearing today. Among those present during the hearing were top PCSO officials. Here's Freddie Abando with the details.
The House Committee on Games, chaired by Congressman Elpidio Barsaga, gave its full attention to a newspaper report that operators of the Small Town Lottery, or the STL, defrauded the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office of 50 billion pesos in revenues. This was based on the investigation of the National Bureau of Investigation to determine the actual sales of the STL. The Small Town Lottery has been implemented by the PCSO to counter the illegal numbers game of wetting. Both involved two number combinations. PCSO Chairman Irineo Ayong Maliksi asked the NBI to investigate the operation of STL due to reports that some of them have been using the STL as a front for wetting operations and fail to disclose the actual sales of the Small Town Lottery. Congressman Amado Bagat Singh asked the NBI to disclose if the inquiry is based on fact and how the investigation was conducted.
After hearing the NBI, and I think I have a copy of his report, wala naman ako nakikitang naka-establish siya na may fraud. Ang nakikita ko ay procedural. So, paano nagtutugma yung front page saka yung inyong report? Sinasabi sa dyaryo, providential naman, may hearing kami ngayon. Para bang chinempo naman ata sa hearing na ito. Pero ngayon na napapakinggan ko kayo, wala man ako nakikitang sa inyong pagsusuri na mayroong katarantaduhan o lokohan o cheating. Ang narinig ko po sa inyo ay procedural. Wala pong masama doon. Kaya lang, kaya ata sinetong hearing ito para malaman dahil kung totoo yung allegation.
NBI, sa inyo ba nanggaling yung 50 billion?
Your Honor, we deny any knowledge about
the NBI
that
is
info.
denying any knowledge.
Yes, we were surprised to have read that this morning.
Although, for the record, Chairman Maliksi presented a document prepared by the Gaming Department of PCSO about the understatement of the proceeds.
PCSO General Manager Ferdinand Roas was surprised with a report of 50 billion pesos lost by the PCSO from the actual sales of the Small Town Lottery, since the yearly revenue has reached only 4.7 billion pesos.
Well, according to the NBI, the 50 billion never came from them, and I am surprised also where that figure came from. So we're asking whoever to produce where that figure came from, because it's a figure that is mind-boggling, and at the same time, I believe if there is really such a 50 billion figure, that we the PCSO would like to find out where, so that we can get it, and so that it can be part of our revenues. But it seems like it's just a tale.
The NBI's probe was conducted in several provinces where PCSO has provided the license to operate the STL: Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Zambales, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, and Quezon. Its report listed several concerns for the failure of the STL operators to comply with the implementing rules and regulations. One is the use of papelitos and not the PCSO paper. Actual draws were not monitored and supervised by the PCSO. STL operators were not using points of sales. They were supposed to report the sales or transactions. Draws were being held in areas not stipulated in the contract with the PCSO by the STL operators. For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.